to the Acting Magic channel. I'm Steve, the Actiri. Today we're talking about the Dragon, but before we get into that, I want to let you know we're doing a 30-day, 30 commander challenge where I talk about the top 30 commanders for the last 2 years. All right, let's get into it. The Dragon. Ooh, getting close to the end of my challenge. All right, let's look at this baddie. All right, he is Warburg. He is a green, blue, black, red, white, 4 generic, 10/10 dragon avatar. Anyway, eminence. As long as the Dragon is in the command zone or on the battlefield, other dragon spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Sweet. Not as broken as Edgar by any means, but he's still pretty good. Flying. Whenever one or more dragons you control attacks, draw that many cards. Then you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Put one of those big dumb dragons right on play. Okay, sweet. All right, so let's get rampy ramp, and these are my top 2 ramp cards that I have picked for you and your enjoyment. These are the budget ones, I think. Farseek is a 1 green, 1 generic. Search your library for a plains, island, swamp, mountain card, or mountain card, and put it on the battlefield tapped. So that gets basically any of your triomes, and you should probably be running all 5 triomes, and Farseek will go make sure your mana is perfect. Circuitous Route, I really love gates, and this guy is a gate king. 1 green, 3 generic sorcery. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards and or gate cards and put them onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. So run 1 of each basic and then run a number of gates, whatever gates you find yourself lacking the most of. And just this thing just it's just so good. Being able to fix for 4 colors in 1 card is disgustingly good. It's very powerful. All right, number 5 on our list. Reduce the cost of those dragons further, shall we? They're really expensive. All right, Dragon Speaker Shaman is a 3-drop, 2 red, 1 generic human barbarian shaman. 2/2 dragon spells you guys cost 2 less to cast. Why, thank you. Dragon Lord Servant is a 1 red, 1 generic, 1/3 goblin shaman. Dragon spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Thank you very much. All right, sounds good to me. All right, number 4 on our list, Herald's Horn. This came out, I believe, in 2 sets. I'm not sure, but in Jumpstart, it came out. It's a 3-drop, I think, in a commander set as well, but it's not very common. It's like a $10 card. 3-drop, enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creature spells you cast the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. This is better than the other 2, Dragon Speaker Shaman and Dragon Lord Servant, because it's not a creature. It can't be board wiped as easily. All right, at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, you may reveal that card and put it in your hand. So it's incidental. Maybe I'll get to draw an extra dragon. Pretty sweet. I really love this card. And if like you're a creature type deck builder, this card is really, really good for basically every creature type. Except for maybe elves, because they already have all that mana. All right, number 3 on our list. Ooh. Old Gnawbone and Baladrose Witherbloom. Steven, why are 2 mythic dragons sharing a slot? Hold on, my friend. Hold on. Old Gnawbone is out of the recent Dungeons and Dragons set in what is Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. It's a 7-drop, 2 green, 5 generic, 7/7 flying dragon. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create that many treasure tokens. Treasure token, it says tap sack for any mana, 1 mana of any color. Okay, so if you deal 7 damage to somebody, you get 7 tokens. If you deal 15 damage, you get 15 treasure tokens. It's really good. Baladrose Witherbloom is another really good one that I think is highly underrated in this build. It's a green, it's a black, and 5 generic. It's a 4/4 Elder Dragon. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 black-green pest creature token with, when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Don't really care about that. Pay 10 life, untap all lands you control, activate only once each turn. You're going to be ramping a lot in this deck, and Baladrose just says, I want all my mana back. I'm going to cast something else that's really big. All right, number 2A on our list. We want to make sure that we get those things that we have in our hands into play. And all of these in some way do exactly that. Okay, Quicksilver Amulet. It's a 4-drop artifact. Pay for it, tap. You can put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Elvish Piper, here's looking at you, but you have summoning sickness. Belby's Portal is a 5-drop. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type, pay 3, tap, put a creature of the chosen type from your hand into play. Sweet. Dragon Arch. This one's a little bit more limited, so you have to run more multicolored creatures. It says pay 2 and tap, put a multicolored creature from your hand into play. So all of these really, really powerful. They all put our creatures directly into play and they're reusable. So I really, really like these. However, I think what's better than these, drum roll, please. Hellkite Courser. All right, this is a 6-drop, 6/5 dragon, double red, 4 generic, flying. Whenever Hellkite Courser enters the battlefield, you may put a commander you own from the command zone onto the battlefield. It gains haste. Return it to the command zone at the beginning of the next end step. Holy crap. If you recall, let's go back to our friend, Dragon. Whenever one or more dragon you control's attacks, draw that many cards, then you may put a permanent card from your hand on the battlefield. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to end up being able to attack with your commander that the turn Hellkite Courser comes into play. So you spend 6 mana. You get your commander in play. He goes to swinging. You're going to draw cards equal to the number of dragons you can control. Or attacking, I forget which. And then you're going to just put a permanent into play. Sounds good to me. Hellkite Courser is so good. So good. But he's at 2 on our list only because at number 1 I think something more disgusting exists, and that is lurking predators. Okay, if you haven't played with this card, 1, enchantments are harder to remove, and 2, being able to put a permanent into play for no cost at all is really good. For 6, you get an enchantment that says whenever an opponent casts a spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it on the battlefield. Otherwise, you may put that card on the bottom of your library. I'm just going to keep looking. Every time you cast a spell, I'm going to keep looking at the top of my library and seeing if it's a creature. No, you missed. Oh, look, there's a 7/7 because you cast a Ponder. Yes. All right, let's talk about some little baby combos that I think you should be running in your deck. Let's talk Dragon Tempest. It's a 1 red, 1 generic enchantment. Whenever a creature with flying enters battlefield under your control, it gains haste until end of turn. That's just good on its own. However, when a dragon enters battlefield under your control, it deals X damage to target creature or player, where X is the number of dragons you control. Shoot that creature, shoot that player. Yes, please. Dragon Master Outcast, because we're going to be ramping anyway, is just a 1-drop. Just I'm going to have big dudes. 1 red, 1/1 human shaman. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 6 or more lands, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. It's going to be the target of a lot of removal. It's just going to get eaten. But it's putting more dragons in play. It's shooting them. It's giving Dragon Tempest is going to give it haste. You're going to shoot something. These are so easy to play together, and they're right on curve with each other. At 1 and at 2, you play them and you forget them. And then whenever you have 6 lands, you're going to start doing dirty things. It's good. But we continue this same theme with Scourge of Valakut and Udvara Hellkite. So Scourge of Valakut is a 5-drop 4/4 dragon. Whenever Scourge of Valakut or another dragon enters battlefield under your control, it deals X damage to any target, so it can include players, creatures, or planeswalkers, where X is the number of dragons you control. Sweet. 1 red, Scourge of Valakut gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Okay, cool. It's got fire breathing. It's just kind of like tacked on like at the end. All right, Udvara Hellkite is an 8-drop, 6/6 flying mythic dragon. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, any dragon you control attacks, put a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying onto the battlefield. So if you have Dragon Tempest and you play Udvara Hellkite, you go swing with Udvara Hellkite because it's got haste and it also dealt damage to something. And then whenever it's attacking, you're going to put another 6/6 into play. And those creatures are going to deal damage. It's so good. It's not infinite, but it's so much value. It's like so unbelievably powerful. All right. Thank you so much for coming out for today's video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time on the next video. Deuces. Button.